Now, could you just remind me, because I know you already said it once, I think you did, when did you make your application for the Greenfield District Court? Yeah.
In 2000, well, there were two. One was in 2003,
Okay.
and one is just now in 2008.
Well, I do have one other thing. We just did pass a letter today. I'm not sure if you've seen it. Would you like to take a look at this for me? The letter dated March 4th.
I've read that.
You
did a
did?
record at the beginning of the meeting.
Okay.
And actually,
I don't know what all the councils.
Anyway, I'm referring to the letter that Councilman Mary read at the beginning. My apologies for not realizing that. Did you comment on that at the time? Or did you just listen to the meeting?
I did not make any comments.
So, in mid-2005, you made a referral of a personal injury case to Councilman Merrigan in capacity as an attorney?
Yes.
Okay. Did you put in writing to your client that you were going to split that case? Let me ask you this. My understanding from this letter is that you will be paid a referral fee. There will be a fee split in that case. If I'm mistaken, Councilman, to correct that.
Yes, no.
only if the case is successful. It's a very difficult case.
Right. Well, you can always split zero.
I'd like to know how.
So, it can be split infinitely, actually. Okay, so assuming that the case is successful and there is some sort of fee generated, now is the time to correct my understanding of the situation. Are you going to be getting a referral fee if it's successful?
That was my understanding.
Okay.
Yes.
Did you inform your client that you referred in writing that the fee is going to be split?
I believe that I just spoke to her in oral regarding that fee split.
Okay, and do you know whether the law on the other end of that fee, putting writing that the fee is going to be split?
I don't know.
Do you copy on any letter like that?
I don't think so.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Councilor Callahan?
Coalition. Email to make believe evaluate you should take into account you created that injustice and hardship on men in the court system by law as the prosecutor. You responded to that.
It's a little hard to respond to it. When I was prosecutor, I was prosecutor for 12 years. Part of my job was to help to enforce those in the state of Massachusetts. One of those was an assault and battery, and men as well as women are charged with that crime. I used to like to say to the people I supervise, we're equal to the prosecutors who prosecute crimes as we see them, whether it's a crime that's committed by a man or a crime that's committed by a woman. As you know, and the gentleman spoke earlier, sometimes those there has been a concern, and there was a concern raised probably in the beginning of the 70s that sometimes domestic violence crimes, which weren't not even called that yet were not being prosecuted because it was thought of as family property. If the woman or the man who was injured as a police officer didn't see it happen in front of him, he or she, the police officer, would not be able to enforce what might have been a crime that happened outside his presence. It might have been a misdemeanor assault and battery, but without the enforcement of that assault and battery law and allowing the police officer to make an arrest or a charge prior to an awareness of domestic violence, a lot of those crimes went ignored. Ultimately, the crimes were recognized as what they are, crimes of violence, be it against a man or a woman. As a prosecutor, I undertook my job very seriously to make sure that those people who had committed those crimes were held accountable. Now, does that mean that I would try to incarcerate someone who committed that kind of crime? No. Oftentimes it means that someone needed counseling, or someone needed help, or someone needed some skills so that they would not keep committing that kind of a crime. That answers your question.
Do we need to practice of the defense attorney to use a balance to make any of the actual decisions?
Thank you for that question, and I think it has helped me to be to have a fair and balanced view of the people who come before me. The 5 years that I've spent doing almost solely criminal defense work has given me a depth of understanding some of the people who come in front of me as if I was to be approved by this council. Nomination successful.
And this contact by the sheriff, Sheriff Daddy,
Thank you, Councilor.
Thank you. Good morning. My gut feeling tells me the defendant may not get updated shape in front of you. My gut, you have to convince me. I mean, I was unfamiliar with that article. Prosecutor, they've always had a saying, and not saying this alludes to you, but once a prosecutor, always a prosecutor. Again, I didn't read that article, but that article did trouble me. I didn't read my plans to read it. I don't have an opinion on this. I don't know enough information, but this gentleman has spoken before the council. Clearly, there is the perception, at least among men, and I don't personally have an opinion, that a mother can get a restraining order just like that, no matter what. And I know the criteria you have to show. And I'm spoken to judges at length about this. They all say off the record, now what if this person really does something bad, which we're protected? Well, yeah, maybe the judge is protected, but this person who gets the restraining order, and most of them are legitimate, don't get me wrong, but clearly, you heard the statistics by this gentleman, it's a lot easier to get a restraining order if you're a woman. Do you agree with that? You know?
I don't think so.
Do more women get restraining orders than men?
I really don't know. I don't have figures in front of me.
Do you have an opinion? You may not know, but...
I mean, anecdotally, I might say that there are more women than men who I have seen while I've been in court waiting for my cases to get called.
Really, no real opinion either way. Say if someone told you it was 70% to 30, would that surprise you?
70 women? Probably not.
Okay, so you think that more women get restraining orders, and that's your gut feeling.
But as I say, it's anecdotal. I don't know the numbers exactly.
Yeah, nor do I. If you were answering that interview today, would you answer it differently? And if so, how would you answer it?
Well, I would answer it if I'm answering it as a defense attorney.
Well, I'm just saying, but just as a person. I think it troubles me when you say, well, I'll answer it as a prosecutor, I'll answer it as well as a judge today, because now I want to get appointed on the defense attorney or in front of the defense bar. Just answer honestly, whatever position you're looking for.
Well,